Alright guys, today I'm presenting one of my more favorite decks to come out in recent times. It is Evil Twin Eldlich, or Live Twin Eldlich, whatever you want to call it. It's essentially just the Evil Twins with the Eldlich Engine. The really interesting thing about this deck, in my opinion, is why you would choose to play it over Zoodiac Eldlich. Obviously, Zoodiac Eldlich is a meta deck right now. It's super powerful. And I think Evil Twin Eldlich is honestly like so similar. Like they do almost the exact same thing, but there's a little bit of pros and cons to each version. Zoo is the fact that it's very hard to interrupt Zoo Eldlich, and the fact that they have easy access to Zeus. Zeus is a very powerful card, but I actually think that the Evil Twin engine plays with the Eldlich engine a lot better, and there's more harmony there. And overall, if it wasn't for like Zeus, I would say this is the better version. But there are downsides, being that it's a very interruptible engine. Like every hand trap in the game except for Skullmeister hits the Evil Twins. So yeah, there's definitely some pros and cons, but I think that the engine itself actually has more harmony with the Eldlich engine. And that's why, like, if you're going to choose to play this version, I actually don't think they're far in power level. But if you're playing this version, maybe it's because you don't have Zeus or you like this engine. I'm playing it because I actually think in a lot of ways it's better, and I don't like Zoodiacs, but yeah, so I'm just going to get into the list, and I'm separating the list more by engine because this is a very engine-based deck rather than like monster spells traps. So starting off with triple Kiss a Kill and triple Lilla. Very standard. You can play 2 and 2, but honestly I've found that with this engine, and more or less this deck in particular, it's about seeing both engines more than anything. You want both engines to play in harmony, and your deck is at its strongest when you see part of your Evil Twin engine and part of your Eldlich engine. So I want to maximize on seeing it. And then one of the Lilla Treat, brand new to come out in Blazing Vortex. And she's an interesting one. So her ratio is at 1 because by herself she's an absolute brick. But she's good for 2 things in particular. One, if you draw Kiss a Kill and she gets Ashed or Veiled or Impermed, you can special Lilla from your hand as an extender, and you have full twin combo. But 2, she's a zombie, which is very good because that means she plays with the Eldlich engine in a way Evil Twins hadn't before. And it's like, say you have Golden Lord on your field already and you activate Sanguine, and your twin engine's been broken by either making Abomination or your opponent interrupted it. You can actually bring back your twin engine by specialing Lilla Treat because she's a zombie. So yeah, she's very cool for the deck. You do have to be more aware of Ice Dragon's Prison now because she is a zombie as well. But overall, she's a nice addition to the engine. But she's going to be a one of until I think the new Kiss a Kill comes out, and I think Lightning Overdrive. Then maybe it's like 2 and 2, like you play 2 of the main ones each and then 2 of the extenders each. I think that's a ratio that sounds kind of nice on paper, but I'm not quite sure until we test it, obviously. On to Evil Twin spells and traps. We have 2 Secret Password and 2 Live Twin Home. Most lists would just play 3 Live Twin Home, no password, but I choose to run Live Twin Challenge in the main deck, which in my opinion is such a good card that not every list plays. So we're running 2 Secret Password because we have 2 different targets, which makes Password essentially either 4 copies of Live Twin Home, or if you draw Live Twin Home, you can search Evil Twin Challenge, and vice versa. Like you have the Evil Twin Challenge, search Live Twin Home. So Secret Password adds like card diversity and versatility there, as well as just more copies of seeing twins. Live Twin Home is your best extender for when your main plays get interrupted. Like they're weak to every hand trap, right? Except Ogre. Actually, Ogre is very good for you because if they Ogre like a Kiss a Kill or a Lilla, you still have full twin combo. But Live Twin Home allows you to play through any form of interruption while locking you just into Evil Twins. And Evil Twin Challenge, if your engine gets broken or you run out of steam, or you're not playing with both engines anymore because they broke your twin engine or you broke it by making Abomination, Challenge just gets you right back into it. There's like Griffin loops with this card based on how many Griffin you run in your extra deck, but this is such a powerful card that I think every list should play because it's so good for like follow-up in Steam. But yeah, not every list chooses to play it because it can be a brick at times. That's undeniable, but I choose to play it, and yeah, that is my Evil Twin engine. Next, onto the Eldlich stuff, we have 2 Golden Lord himself. Very obvious. He's what lets the engine work. And he's just a great extender for making like link climbing plays as well, because you do run link 2s that just summon themselves continuously. So he does work as an extender, but obviously just like 3/5 beater, letting all your traps work is amazing as well. And then 3 Cursed Eldland, definitely the most powerful spell in the Eldlich engine. When you see this in a twin, your hand is insane, because just seeing this card and a Kiss a Kill with like a bunch of like tech cards and stuff gets you your entire Eldlich engine and your Evil Twin engine, and it's so good. Like, Evil Twins by themselves would be very afraid of a card like VFD, but because you're playing Eldlich, you're less afraid of that card, right? And it's another way these engines play together. Like, you go Evil Twin stuff, you can either Lilla pop this, or you can get a draw off Kiss a Kill, make Abomination, and then pop Cursed Eldlin in the end phase. And yeah, obviously just such a super powerful spell for the Eldlich engine, and it's what brings the two decks together very nicely, is the ability to pop it with your own Evil Twins, like the Zoodiac engine can do as well. I've seen some lists play 2 of this. I think that's wrong. Like, this card is beyond bonkers, and one of the reasons I think this deck can be better than Zoo is the fact that Kiss a Kill gives you an extra draw, which can be the chance to see both engines. Like, the amount of times I've seen Cursed Eldland off my Kiss a Kill draw, it's insane, because you essentially go down to like a 33 card deck, and then you get to draw like 1 in 11 chance to see a 3 and 33, right? So it's like pretty good. It's pretty high chance, and yeah, you just want to see Cursed Eldland, just very powerful spell. And then I run 1 Black Awakening, 1 White Destiny, and 3 Sanguine. This is a little bit new for me, because I was running just 3 Sanguine in the past, and I have played versions with the Dogmatica engine as well. But I found the more I played this deck, the deck is at full power when you see both parts of your engine. And when you're running Dogmatica, it made like the ratios, like I had to run more than 40 cards because fitting everything plus like an 8-card Dogmatica engine is very difficult. And even though the deck is way more powerful when you see Eldlich, Twin, and Dogmatica engine, because the Dogmatica engine, sometimes you're playing with it rather than both engines you want to see, and you're missing part of your engine. I just want to see my Eldlich and Evil Twin stuff at the same time, because the deck flows so nice when you have both of them. So I am running a heavier Eldlichster engine. Most would just play 3 Sanguines like I've done in the past, or like 3 and then 1 of each of these. I do think you can take out 1 of either of these. I haven't done as much testing with both of them in the deck as I'd like to say I have. But yeah, seeing your twin stuff and then being able to Black Awakening out Eldlich and set traps is very good. So yeah, this is what I'm running for now. It's a little bit heavier, but it essentially means we're running 5 Eldlichsters and 5 Golden Lands in the form of 3 Conquistador and 2 Huaquero. Honestly, this format, I think Huaquero is the better card. That might be a hot take, but for Drytron and Virtual World, and honestly almost every deck, I think Huaquero is the better card. But Conquistador has synergy in this deck with the Evil Twin engine, which is, again, another thing I think it has over Zoo, is that Conquistador plus Abomination is very, like, the synergy there is very nice, because Abomination will get a second pop off your Conquistador, so Conquistador turns into 2 interrupts, which is just nice. Like, usually it's Zoo having all the synergy with Eldlich, and Eldlich having, like, no synergy with Zoodiac, but Conquistador having synergy with part of your Evil Twin engine being Abomination is very nice. But yeah, 5 Golden Lands, these are your interrupt traps. You just want to see these first turn for interactions with your opponent so that you can make it to turn 2, right? Like, you just want to see all your interactions. And then on for tech cards and, like, interact with your opponent cards, just like the good stuff of the deck. We have 3 Ash Blossom, pretty standard, and then 2 Bell. This is like my preferred hand trap ratio of this format in decks like these, because they're just such powerhouses, this format, being able to stop most of the meta. And yeah, 5 hand traps. And then 3 Triple Tactics Talent. So this is a card the Zoodiac Eldlich version doesn't get to play, because they're very hard to interrupt, right? Like, there's almost no hand trap you can use to stop Zoodiac if they're just going for Dryden. So this card's actually very bad in that list, but your Evil Twins are interrupted by everything, making Triple Tactics Talent an amazing card in the list. Because getting to see more of your engine, like say your Evil Twin stuff gets interrupted, you can either draw a way to keep your Evil Twin engine going, like a Secret Password or a Live Twin Home, or draw more Eldlich engine, and either scenario is very good. Also, Dragoon is a big problem for this deck, so this can be an out to Dragoon, and just a great go second card overall. It's a very powerful card, but I've played so many things over this slot, and I'm not sure Tactics is the best option. I've played Dark Ruler No More, because Dark Ruler No More, say they just have a field of 5 monsters, Dark Ruler No More can pop like your opponent's entire board with just 1 twin, because you make Abomination, and you just say pop, and everything just dies, right? So you can clear boards very easy with just 1 twin and Dark Ruler No More. And it's a great out to Drytron, and just a great way to clear through Dragoon. And then there's Droplets. I think Droplets is very good in this deck because it pairs so nice with the Eldlich stuff, because you don't care if you discard it. It pairs very nice with the Evil Twin stuff, because if they like Valor or Imperm, an Evil Twin, or a Live Twin, excuse me, you can Droplet, send the twin away, and it will resolve, and then you special the other twin, who will special your twin. That didn't make much sense, but essentially you can Droplet away your cards, and you'll like be able to negate their board and go through with all your plays. So it's a very good card. I'm running Tactics. I don't own Droplet, so I haven't been able to test it as much, but Tactics is very, very good. But yeah, if you're going for a more budget option, Dark Ruler No More is a fantastic substitute as well. 2 Cosmic Cyclone for stopping things like Chuche, Lost World. So many traps we just don't want to see. Mirror Match with Conquistadors and Eldlings. And it's just a really great form of interaction, this meta. Except against Drytron, which we sided out. 1 Called by the Grave. Again, we lose to all forms of interaction. And this is such a good card, this format as well. Just like setting it turn 1 can blow out Drytron. Like they pitch Ben 10 for cost and you just tell it no for the entire turn. And then 2 Ice Dragon's Prison. These are just fantastic cards to play in the main deck. You can play Strike over these and then like maybe run 41 cards and play 3 Strike if you don't have Ice Dragon's Prison. You'll notice I'm not playing Strike at all. I think Strike is a fantastic card. I just don't have the space for it. But yeah, there's definitely adjustments you can make to the list to fit Strike, because I think Strike, again, is fantastic. But I just want to play heavier engine cards. Because I just really want to see both engines, because like I said before, seeing both engines together and having them play in harmony is like when the deck is at full power. On to extra deck. I don't want to say this extra deck is completely fleshed out, because there definitely can be some changes made to it. Like I haven't decided if I want to run the Centauria or rank 2 with Downer Magician and Zeus. Because you can definitely do that, but most times I haven't needed to because Abomination is so good. But there's definitely some changes that could probably be made to this extra deck. 3 Kiss-a-Kill, 3 Lilla. You can definitely play Lilla at 2. There's a lot of builds that do play Lilla at 2, and I had her at 2 for a while. However, I've been caught in just so many grind games where a third one is very, very good. And I feel like I have the space to play 3, and I've just had it come up too many times to run 2 of her. And like Eldlich Mirrors, it comes up all the time because your engine can get broken very easily, or Vanish with Hoquero, and you're going to end up needing to make her. So like, I just choose to play 6 Evil Twins in the extra deck. Then we have 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, and 1 Griffin. These are my nightmares in the extra deck. Obviously they're Fiends, so you're going to be making them a lot because these lock you into Fiends. I don't play Cerberus. I don't think the card's that great. When I have Lilla that pops, I have Abomination that pops. These are the nightmares I want to play. I've had List playing 2 Griffin, but for space reasons, I cut Griffin down to 1. Griffin is so good, being able to like skill drain your opponent's board and reset Eldlich traps or reset Evil Twin Challenge. Like, all these cards play so nice because their arrows are so great for the Evil Twins, like a down arrow and a left and right arrow based on Lilla or Kiss-a-Kill. Pretty much means like all your Griffins will be able to draw cards, or all your Nightmares will be able to draw cards when they're summoned. Just very, very powerful. I just realized normally I put my extra deck like this, and I'm not doing that. I don't know why. Here we go. And then 2 Abomination. So Abomination is 100% the main boss monster of the extra deck. You're going to make him all the time, and I've had like the first one get striked, or the first one just get instantly outed, and I want a second one very often. So I do choose to run 2. You don't have to play 2 of them. You can just run 1, but he's a very, very powerful link for the deck, and the fact that he's so easy to make in this list is fantastic. And then new with Blazing Vortex is Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. This deck undeniably has a problem with Dragoon, and this card can out Dragoon so quickly it's unreal. Especially if they're not on to what you're doing, because it can look like you're just playing with your Evil Twin stuff, and all of a sudden you have like the easiest Underworld Goddess you've ever seen. She's a Fiend, so I think there was naturally going to be synergy here. No matter what, she is bonkers. One of my favorite cards in Blazing Vortex. Like, her or the Pot is my favorite card. I think it's her because she's so cool. She does so much when she's summoned. She can outboards, and like, there's almost nothing your opponent can do to her. It like imperms pretty much out of the meta, so you can't really imperm her. You can't bell her when she's stopping like or no, she can't be belled. She is a bell essentially. I don't know why I said bell. But you can't, like, if she's already on board and she says negate your effects, you can't strike her. She's unaffected by anything that doesn't target her. She can lose to Sakuretsu armor. That is a very funny fact. Like, run into Sakuretsu armor, die. But that's obviously never going to happen. It's just funny when you think about it. But yeah, she's super, super powerful. She can't be torrential. She can't be trap hold. She's just an absolute beast of a card. And then one BLS because we are running the Eldlich Engine. No reason not to play BLS. One Avermax because if your twins stay on field, you can actually make him, and he's an absolute boss monster. Like if they stay on your field during your opponent's turn, you can just go on Avermax on your turn and then Evil Twin Challenge and make all your regular plays. And then one Imduck over like Link Spider because he actually can do stuff. Like he can out monsters. I'm just now realizing I don't have my side deck on me, but it is very, very standard. Let me see if I can find my side deck in one of my other deck boxes very, very quickly. This is not good. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show some stuff you can play on the side deck. This isn't the perfect side deck, but 3 draw for Drytron. D-Barrier is actually a really cool card. I don't run it in this side deck, but D-Barrier is definitely a card you can play against some decks. This is a very sloppy side deck. I don't know why I didn't have this prepared first, but running some cards I know I run in the side deck, so I'll get D-Barrier off the board. I run DD Crow because it's like so good versus everything this meta. Evenly matched for going second. This is my side deck actually. Now that I'm looking at it, it was my Trap Tricks and Evil Twin side deck are very, very similar. Evenly matched is just amazing for going second, and Mirror Match is just a very powerful card. Appointers and Judgment are very, very good for going first, like to stop cards like Evenly Match. However, I actually don't play Judgment in this list, and I run Dark Ruler No More instead. So just imagine like some Dark Ruler No Mores here. And then I believe it's 3, 3, 3, 12, right? And then this is 14, and I believe it's either a third appointer or a Pankratops. You can do what you want with your side deck based on your locals, right? This is something similar to what I'm running because, yeah, that's just what I have to be running for my locals and what I think is best for the meta. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I know the side deck was a little sloppy, but yeah, I should have had that prepared first. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This was the Evil Twin Eldlich deck profile. Please feel free to leave your comments in the comment section, your thoughts in the comment section, better said. And I'll be sure to read them. And yeah, this was Top Tier Gaming. Bye, YouTube.